G'day, welcome to session 61, I think it is. You're wrong, it might be 62. I think it's 61 of my Oxygen Not Included playthrough. And I can tell you it is, yeah, 61 as we move through. Now, not too many comments on the previous one for adjustments. One that there's a hole in the floor in the Great Hall. I also debate from that whether we actually should refer to this as a great hole. I mean, it's probably a bit more of an okay hole. Probably put some paintings or something up there to make people enjoy it more. I mean, I suppose they spend a lot of their time in there, so let's give May some happiness work to do. As I could probably put it like behind things like the, oh no, they're considered occupied. Just sort of really anywhere I could possibly put some stuff to cheer people up a bit. Alright, so that is file missing. The other one was a suggestion to clear out this a bit more. If I'm really trying to get those other guys, let's get rid of guys that we don't need. So we want to, sorry, if I want to get this, is it smooth hatches I'm after? So we're gonna exterminate him. And then what we want to do is we want to get rid of any of these guys that are quite old. We'll get rid of him. That looks like a youngster. 66 is sort of okay. 72, depends on how many other guys we want to get rid of. He's 6. He's 30. So let's pause for a second while I'm trying to click on these guys. 92, so he can go. 72, we'll say goodbye to him. 66. There's Logan run rules here now. Keep him because he's potentially got a better chance of giving us what we want. And that should hopefully give us a bit more room in there to have more eggs. Hey, there's a smooth hatchling egg too. We're on our way. Let's zoom in on that. Now, that says to me that I should try and... These... let's cancel that, and let's go for a smooth hatchling egg. There. And let's... Can someone grab that egg? Oh, it's still there. We'll just focus on this on for a moment, just because we want to see it arrive in its proper home. Another one of these guys in here. Just going to declare an attack on him too, just because you want to see him gone. We'd be waiting for Hassan, I would imagine is going to be the guy that'll go collect that. Hopefully they don't make Hassan be the one that has to go kill all these hatches. There's another attribute increase too. What's wrong, buddy? You cold? You're scared. You're scared because she's in the dark. Okay, we're gonna have to redo your base because obviously that light isn't getting the desired effect. Plenty of meat for people to enjoy in there too. Them coming in. Thanks for the clarity on this one too, that it was that there's already a wire sitting behind it, so I can actually cancel that build and the wire's already connected, so no need to stress about that one. Thanks for that. Hopefully we can see Nails improve a bit better there. So let's correct Nails' room. What we'll do is we'll get rid of that. Deconstruct that. 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 No, I'm doing these one by one just so that I don't accidentally get rid of the wrong thing. Okay, and then what we want to do is just move that floor up a little bit. Another airflow tile in. We will that ceiling light, put it there. You can obviously see the arc there, which is why it was a problem before. Deconstruct that wire. What we'll do instead is we will just go up in a much sort of more hidden way. So the room's a little bit nicer. And then furniture-wise... One of these small enough? There we go. Put one of those in there. New friend. So let's have a look. So where do we have her? So she's 4 athletics and she's on 1. So hopefully we can see those go up a little bit. But I am also curious to see what else everyone else is operating at in this this sort of level. Okay, so his athletics is 24. So I can imagine these guys have been running around for a while. They've got that pretty high. It doesn't just sort of cap out at 10 or anything. So let's have a look back up here. Alright, so it's still wiring that we're basically working on to get here. It's iron ore, which I'm sure we do have a lot of. So hopefully we'll see that start to build up. I think what I need to do, I was going to say, is possibly get a more direct route up to where we are operating up here. What I could do is, firstly, let's just say dig out those 2 squares. What we'll do is we'll drain this section here as much as we can. And then what we'll do is we will just dig these straight up here to there. And then so if you want to get up there, you can just take the pole or the ladder straight up. All we want to do is just get rid of that water, and we don't want it to sort of end up down here if we can avoid it. It's that little ease of one piece and then disappear into the night again. And that's not my security door anyway, so that's not really too big a deal. Some hot liquid though. Petroleum. Alright, so our petroleum is fully stored to capacity. So let's work out what we do. Petroleum generator. So it does really feel like this is something that we should look to invest in. The amount of petroleum that I currently have access to feels like that'll keep me going for a long, long time. But at the same time, I'm not even overly sure that I'm that strapped for electricity as it is. The fact that this guy is going to keep going for a long time because you can see his pipes are basically... he's not using anywhere near as much natural gas as he currently has access to. And because he's also helping sort of back up this system, the fact that these 2 guys aren't operating fully doesn't matter, and that they're essentially like capping out with their oxygen is fine. Do hope that it means that, like, there's something that'll tell me how often something's running, right? Remember where it was. It's 250 days old. Uptime 0%. That's what we want to see. 0%. So great. So it means that neither of those are actually operating at all. This guy is operating at 100%. And then these 2 guys down here are operating at about 50%. That's one of them. Where's the other one there? 75%. 55% over the last cycle. So that's quite good. That really does mean that the system is working quite well. That the natural gas, like I feel like I've got way more natural gas than what I need then. yokel. I don't really want that. Just reject all for now. I think we will just... I will still have an open mind for bringing in new guys, but since I'm still basically operating off 10 and then just have 2 guys just sort of nails you back, so buddy. Imagine she's had a bad night's sleep too. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Alright. Alright, how are we looking up here? Oh, so I've got rid of that one, but we can't get rid of that. So what we'll do is we'll just extend this ladder slightly. Dig that one out too. And it does almost make me think that I've now the wiring the wrong way, because this wiring is going to be like if this got knocked all the way down to there, which obviously would take a significant amount of time. Eventually those wires could get hurt down here, but so we should be okay. Alright, cool. So there's our new weird glooping run of water. There we go, finally broke off. Just get rid of those two too, so it can sort of run a bit more down. How are we doing here? Now that critter drop off, that does have smooth hatchlings tick too. Good. No, that was stone. Do I need to do something else for smooth hatchlings? This doesn't end up being a mistake that I've moved it. What should I be doing there? Guess do I still have a... Is incubation still going on for a while and probably won't be done before the end of this video, so I guess that's my first question. How do I get my smooth hatchling in that room? What am I missing? Is it just a completely different... device that I need to put that in there? Not enough materials. Was that one using? Was that using the copper? Yes. Alright, let's get an iron ore. Get that guy out of there. Plenty of labor to be done at this top section. I think a little bit more work is being done for that. Definitely, I guess May does not want to dig, so she's just going to get in there and do the part that avoids that. Oh, was that the genius masterpiece? Well done. Okay, so we still haven't started our glass, and we are now going to look to get this guy going, I'd say. So, for this section, shall we look at utilizing our gas? No, not gas. It is... what was this? Petroleum. Now, if we want to use this for petroleum, what I assume we would do is I would sort of make petroleum run all the way back up here, and I would put my... it's power. Petroleum generator somewhere in this vicinity. The better overheat temperature. Affects carbon dioxide and polluted water. So maybe if it's doing polluted water, I should have it back towards this section. I don't know how hot it's going to run. Maybe let's make a section for it down here. I think that that's what originally the plan was, to use this for this guy. We can probably do a setup for a it. So firstly, let's just build a wall, because I probably want to do, say, the batteries and everything in here as well. So we can go batteries and it. Yeah, we'll just build it like that for now. That wall. And we will put petroleum generator. Guess we'll have to deconstruct that row of guys now. See how we're doing here. The ladder's making a little bit of movement. All of that took a shot. Surprise. Is that just sort of like that it was such a heavy hit that it sort of smashed everything all the way down? I don't quite get what... Now, that's actually a good point that I've just realized here, is that if I'm doing this, there needs to be an airlock somewhere down here. So what was my airlock strategy? It's just sort of two across. So let's go cancel, cancel. Manual airlock. And then a little bit higher up, cancel, cancel. Manual airlock. Okay, so that floor is built. So let's put petroleum generator in here. I suppose it depends on whether it's going to leak out. Fluid. That's an intake. Liquid flows from output to intake. So if that's an intake, then that means that it's going to be wanting to... So if I go to, say, power and look at the natural gas, yeah, it just says polluted water too. So similar to this, maybe I just need to create like a attachment that sits under this as well. If we go airflow tiles under it, I suppose, and we'll build just a room that sits under it that we can catch that. Well, that's not going to work because that's going to be way too low that no one can walk under it. So let's bring that up one. Cancel that. And then we're probably going to just have to have a ladder that runs into that room too. We could probably say deconstruct those two pieces of ladder. Well, we've got that to the airlock. Must be a much bigger pain to go get the iron ore than it was to get the granite. I really don't want to have to turn around and put this cabling down the other way now. So it feels like it'd be so much shorter and safer for the cabling, but it feels like a lot of effort. I mean, that's pretty forgivable. It's really nice how low that carbon dioxide is sitting now. Hopefully we're getting there with this power control station. I think my plan would be that I remove that once I've hit that achievement. Not sure it's something that I need. I do like as well that this does really feel like the basement level of a compound. If anything's wrong, you've just got to work your way all the way down here to see what's going on. Okay, so it needs combustible liquid. There's no power wire connection. That's not a surprise. So we're going to then try and mirror the setup that we have. Something like this, where we've got a power cable. Heavy watt wire that runs from it to some batteries. Let's get, I suppose, our batteries. I don't think they need to be smart. Smart would just have them turn off if we've got full. I suppose they could be smart because we don't need it to keep running. So we'll go a smart battery and just a jumbo battery next to it. Although each of these is only running to... No, here's... It's our setup. Yeah, he runs into two batteries, and then we're just dividing the two different lanes from those two batteries. Not sure we need two different lanes then for this guy. But possibly what I could do is have him run into this, and then have him turn around and run into that wire there, so that what he can do is he can operate. He can be the smart battery will operate this stuff on this side, but any excess power he's making can just be given to the main network. I'm not even sure he's needed there. Alright, so for now then, what we'll do is we will just go heavy wire and just run straight across. Then put... Let's cancel that guy. I want to just move him one across. Then above both, we want Do I need a large one at all? Because I've never really had a time where that's come up. Okay. So we can see here, this picture is very helpful. Big power in here comes to small power out here. So if we then go... Something wrong about the way I've set this up, isn't... Because power would need... This is saying that this is actually charging this battery. Doesn't seem right. Let's deconstruct that, and we'll deconstruct that. And just deconstruct briefly that wire in there. We'll copy him and put him there. Then we'll take power transformers and put one... Can I flip him? Cool. One there and put one there. Then we go... Heavy watt wire runs from that to him. And this guy runs from him to that. And this guy runs from that to that. Then we've got our two different power sources of where we want to use them. So this guy, what we can do is we will say wire from him can run down, cross, up. Oh, accidentally right click there. Try that again. Lesson learned about what happens if I right click while I'm doing that. You can go to that. Let's deconstruct these power wires. And what we'll do is we'll then say the wire from this side can go one. I realize I've just gone over wires. I've just ordered them to deconstruct. Hopefully they're sort of make sense of what I'm asking there. Into that. Okay. Next thing would then be that we tell this smart battery, we want his low threshold to be 20. I could be 100. And we want his automation just to run from him to him. So this guy doesn't have to just keep pumping. And then what we want is we want our liquid pipe. Apparently runs down to that guy. Doesn't need it anymore. I mean, there's always a chance it will need more plumbing in there, but we won't worry about it too much at the moment. So what we will do is we will deconstruct that. We'll basically deconstruct all the parts of this that we don't need for that for. Oh, that guy. Okay. He does still need to be connected, so we will leave... Wait, no. Why am I getting rid of this bit? Oh, this is becoming an oil tube. Let's cancel that. Cancel this bit. And what we'll do is we will deconstruct this section. And what we'll do is we will say for the plumbing, this liquid pipe, you can just run straight across there. And then... Well, that's not going to work because we don't want you hitting that one. Cancel that. This is where I've got way too much of a maze going on. Alright. Cancel that and that. What we will do is we will tell them to run new plumbing straight across. We'll cancel those three. And then what we'll do is we'll run plumbing from there straight across here. Now, I do wonder if the liquid pipe that's going to be needed for this would need to be heavier, like a stronger pipe as well. Let's just make that change quickly, just so that this tubing is a bit better. I don't know what the temperature is of... I mean, this thing's saying it's minus 28 degrees, so I'd imagine that the oil's pretty cool by the time it's reaching there. Which is, I think, good. I think that's a good thing. If you have... What if you go get petrol for your car? I've read somewhere that you're better off doing it like in the morning or when it's cold, because in heat it expands, and so in the cool you're actually getting more oil or more petrol in your car. That's what I've heard. Whether it's true or not. Okay, so we look at the plumbing situation here. This is meant to be running over to that guy because he needs petroleum being converted into raw plastic, but he's currently disconnected. I'm not sure if there was any intention for why I've disconnected him there. Not sure I need raw plastic at all at the moment. Don't recall. So what we'll do is we will just deconstruct those two for now. This is now split, so what we can do is go plumbing, liquid pipe, across there. And then we want, that means that we're taking this, we can then say deconstruct that section there. Now I wonder, should be running, I should just be breaking this here and then making a separate pipe down this way. Depends on what I want to do with him next, or where I would get my next lot from. So let's just deconstruct all of that for now. Just give us a bit more extra pipe. What we'll do is we will work our way down here. I'm not quite sure how this works, or whether you need to pump, whether it needs a pump or something to get that volume out of it. Surely not. Actually, I should know that I don't because of this setup here. There's no pumps or anything involved in that. Those guys are merrily working away on those tubes there, but I wonder how the tubes are looking at the top. Increase bathroom use speed. She definitely looks like she enjoys just relaxing for a bit. We might take the copper ore, actually. I think copper ore is probably the most sought after thing that I currently need. That's slowly working its way up. There's a need for copper ore right there. And something that I probably could have shifted to something else. I'm getting low on iron ore too, though. Still waiting on that wiring. No one's in an eager mood to get that wiring done. I mean, it possibly is because... Is that being made by sandstone? No, that's the ladder that's sandstone. Wiring is the iron ore. Guess nothing we can do but wait. We've waited this long. Probably wait a little bit longer. Right, no power consumers. So, I don't know why I decided to run around this way and up that way. I definitely could have just got this guy to shoot across there and go up, and then have this guy go the nice shorter route of connecting to him. Alright, so we are starting to wind down to the end of this cycle here. So the feel like I do want to make a little bit more room in that one. And just to... Let's try and sort of keep the gas in that room a bit more than it sort of just slowly pushing out. It's not doing too bad, but it's probably no harm in giving that tiny little bit extra room. So we'll call this one a day there. So the quick questions before we leave. Number one, most importantly, how do I get that smooth hatchling back in this room? Is it something other than a critter drop-off that I need to use? Or am I just misreading this badly and just... Actually, it will move anyway. Number two, location-wise for this, is this too close to my base? Should I insulate this wall? And I look forward to getting this guy going. I guess just a confirmation that he's going to leak water, liquid the same way this guy does. So I probably just want to set up, just say like a pump that's going to sit under him that can just push over. I think that's about it. Any other or potential issues about the way that I've got this set up that I need? And was there anything I was waiting for plastic for? If you think of something that I've forgotten about, because I don't need my sort of tubing system anymore, which is probably the big thing for me. Anyway, apart from that, thanks for watching this one, and until next time, catch you later. See ya.